Good evening, boys and girls. It is Dwight Renfield, 86. One more time. So tonight, wanted to do a fairly short video just talking about horror movies that rock. You know, I love 80s horror, especially because in the 80s, they weren't afraid to have balls out, awesome heavy metal and hard rock songs in movies. And you see that less and less now. You're hearing lame music that fucking sucks in modern movies, and nobody's really getting it right like they used to. But a lot of movies in the 80s with a lot of great songs, but I just picked my top five, that had songs that, really stuck out to me as a child. And, because I saw these movies as a child, and I still love these movies. And, there were a couple, I could have made the list longer, but, I don't know. It's just, this was a very spur of the moment video. I'd been thinking about doing it. Want to try and keep it under 10 minutes, hopefully. And, I got to crash sometimes. Got to get up and go to work in the morning. But, just wanted to share this goodness. I'm sure most of y'all have seen all of these movies, but for those of y'all who haven't and don't pay attention to the movies that have the rockin' tunes in them, want to hip you to something good. Hang on, the order of these is totally fucked. That's not the way. Okay, anyway. First one we got is Sleepaway Camp 2. Not a big fan of the Sleepaway Camp movies, to tell you the truth, but in Sleepaway Camp 2, there were like 2 or 3 songs that were just rocking. Like the song at the first is just killer. But the song at the end, I can't remember, it's from a Canadian band. It's called Fighting to Survive, and it had some really cool twin guitar harmonies, and it just really stuck out. And I think there was really only 2 songs. I'm pretty sure I want to say there might have been 3, but I know the opening song, it was like it was a fun song. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but the song at the end, Fighting to Survive, was always killer. But yeah, first one on the list, Sleepaway Camp 2. Okay, I guess we'll go. Next one we got is Trick or Treat. That's right, Sammi Curr lives, y'all. This is the movie about the kid. He's getting bullied in school, and he doesn't fit in. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He just catches a lot of shit from everybody, and he's all into metal. That's how he escapes his bullshit, and he loves Sammi Curr, that biggest fan, and Sammi Curr ends up killing himself in a fire, like a ritualistic satanic fire, and the kid's all shaken up about it. And he goes to the DJ, which is played by Gene Simmons, and he talks about how this is his last album, and he has like the only copy of it. It wouldn't get released. It was something that only the studio gets. And he gets it home, and then Sammy starts communicating with him through the record and telling him to get back at the bullies. And, but it's got some bitchin' ass songs in it. It's got some rockin' tunes. I mean, not my favorite songs in a horror movie, but this, even though the songs aren't really my favorite, they still work well for the movie. And this, this character, Sammi Curr, I mean, this movie just fucking rocks. If you ain't seen it, I mean, get hip to it. Trick or Treat. Okay. Third one being Night of the Demons. Some damn good tunes in this one. My favorite song in here, of course, is Computer Date, the song that plays at the party by the director's brother, Dennis Michael Tenay. And it is just rocking. I remember the first time I heard it, I downloaded it on some shitty, site. It's not available on iTunes or anything, so you had to download a free copy off, some site that fans had put up, and downloaded a crappy kind of staticky. This before it was on YouTube or something, or else it was on YouTube, and I wanted a version that I could store in my music library on my phone. So I remember downloading it from this crappy site that somebody put it up with on, and it's just a killer song. And then the song at the end, The Beast Inside. I mean, the score is awesome in this movie too, but I mean, this movie really rocks. It has some damn good killer tunes in it. And, but y'all all know Night of the Demons. Shit. Anyway, number 2 on the list is Return of the Living Dead 2. That's right. This movie rocks fucking hard, The first Return of the Living Dead was more of like a punk rock. It had a lot more rockabilly and punk rock, but this has a lot more like, metal sounding stuff. Bands like Anthrax and Lamet and Leatherwolf and, some just some really good tunes in this movie. And I remember when I was a kid, seeing this, like, I remember the songs just got, every time a song started playing, when, it just got me excited, and I ended up liking this a lot more than the first one, But, the music kills it in Return of the Living Dead, too. Last but not least, y'all all knew this was coming. Black Roses. Yeah, you see I got the poster back there, and, oh my God. What can I say about this movie? When I was a kid, I saw this movie, and the opening song from Lizzie Borden, Me Against the World. Remember, I was going to Sunday school, and all the kids were singing Jesus Loves the Little Children, and I remember I got up and sang It's Me Against the World. It freaked my Sunday school teacher the hell out, but all the songs in this movie are just great. This is a movie about the rock band that's coming to town. He'd never played out of the studio, and they've got some kind of message, apparently some antisocial satanic message about taking over the world and shit like that. And the parents are all scared of them, and then the parents show up and they play a slow song, and it seems real chill, and the parents, they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with this. And then when they leave, the band just starts rocking. But dude, this movie is the epitome of Metasploitation, horror movies of the 80s that rock and just got killer tunes in it. This is my go-to rocking 80s movie, Black Roses. But anyway, just my 2 cents on that. And if there are any, hard rock and metal fans out there like myself that have any more 80s movies that they want to recommend to the list, that they think rocks as hard as these do, give me a shout. But, just fucking around. Hope everybody is ready to go back to work and suffer tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later.